For 35 years, the Ford Explorer has defined the American family SUV. It is the undisputed king of the cul-de-sac, the master of the school run, the comfortable cruiser of the interstate. It pioneered a segment that civilized the rugged utility vehicle. But civilization has its limits, and there is a growing segment of drivers who look at that horizon line and feel a pull. They need a vehicle that can handle the Tuesday commute, but still answer the call of the wild on Friday afternoon. They don't need a dedicated rock crawler. They need an escape capsule. This is the answer to that call. Welcome to our in-depth look at the 2026 Ford Explorer Tremor. Now, the Tremor badge has become Ford's secret weapon. It fits right in that sweet spot between a standard FX4 package and the absolute lunacy of a Raptor. It's about functional, attainable capability. For 2026, Ford has refined the formula. This isn't just an appearance package with some knobby tires thrown on at the factory. This is re-engineered suspension, distinct geometry, advanced driveline technology, and a visual presence that tells the world this family hauler means business. Today, we're going to strip back the marketing layers, look underneath the skin, and find out exactly what makes the new Explorer Tremor tick when the pavement ends. Visually, the 2026 Tremor separates itself immediately from the standard Explorer lineup. It replaces chrome with durability and sleekness with purpose. Up front, the face is exclusive to the Tremor. You'll notice this dedicated grille design. It's darker, more aggressive, but critically, it allows for greater airflow to the intercooler, essential when you're working the engine hard on a slow, steep climb in high heat. The signature active orange accents are subtle here, just a thin line, a nod to the capability within. But this is where the rubber, or rather the metal, meets the rocks. Standard on the Tremor is this heavy-duty steel front bash plate. This isn't plastic aero cladding. This is real armor, designed to protect the steering rack and front differential from hidden stumps and jagged rocks. The stance of the 2026 Tremor is visibly taller and wider than the standard model. This is achieved through a factory lift of approximately 1 inch combined with a wider track. The contact patch is crucial. Ford has foregone massive 20 or 22-inch wheels for practical 18-inch alloys. This allows for more tire sidewall. These are 32-inch aggressive all-terrain tires. That extra sidewall acts as a secondary suspension component, absorbing small impacts and allowing you to air down for a wider footprint in sand or deep mud.
Along the flanks, we have functional, rock-resistant cladding on the lower doors and sills. It shrugs off gravel spray and brush scratches far better than painted metal. And of course, the requisite Tremor badging right here on the rear quarter. Out back, the practical theme continues. You have exposed rated recovery hooks integrated into the rear bumper, matching the orange ones up front, because sometimes even the best get stuck. Or more likely, you need to pull someone else out. And standard, a Class 4 trailer hitch. This rig is rated to tow up to 5,600 pounds, meaning your overland trailer or boat can come along for the adventure. The aesthetic is one of resilient utility. It doesn't shout, but it communicates a clear readiness for terrain that would tear the front air dam off a standard suburban SUV. Looking tough is one thing, being tough is another. To earn the Tremor badge, the engineering team had to make significant changes to the Explorer's unibody architecture to handle sustained off-road abuse. It starts with the suspension. We already mentioned the 1-inch lift, which improves approach, departure, and breakover angles. But the magic is in the damping. These are specially tuned monotube shocks, unique to the Tremor. Standard shocks would overheat and fade quickly on a washboard road, leading to a bouncy, uncontrollable rod. The Tremor's dampers are calibrated for rapid rebound control, keeping the heavy all-terrain tires planted on the dirt for steering and braking authority. In loose conditions like gravel or mud, a standard differential sends power to the wheel with the least resistance, the one spinning uselessly. The Torsen mechanical unit instantly detects slip and mechanically biases torque to the wheel with grip. It is mechanical, brutally effective, and requires no input from the driver. Powering this setup is Ford's proven high-output 2.3-liter EcoBoost four-cylinder. Now, some might wish for a V6 here, but this engine is a powerhouse. Tuned specifically for the Tremor application, it produces a projected 300 horsepower and, more importantly for off-roading, a massive 310 pound-feet of torque that peaks low in the rev range. It's mated to a 10-speed automatic transmission, but again, calibration is key. In off-road drive modes, it holds gears longer, preventing unnecessary upshifts on steep grades and ensuring immediate throttle response when you need to bump over an obstacle. Inside, the 2026 Explorer Tremor balances the necessity of comfort for the long drive to the trailhead with the durability required once you arrive.
The cabin feels familiar if you know the current Explorer, but the details are specific to the mission. The seats are covered in Active X, it's durable, easy to wipe down after a dusty day, and wears like iron. You get the requisite active orange stitching and the embroidered logos, keeping that visual energy going inside. Crucially, standard equipment includes these massive tub-style all-weather floor liners. If you track mud in here, you can literally just hose these out. But the real core of the interior experience is the terrain management system. This rotary dial is your interface with the vehicle's brain. The system tailors throttle mapping, steering weight, transmission shift points, and the electronic stability control parameters for specific environments. The center stack features the new Ford Digital Experience interface. It's incredibly fast, Google-based, but look at this, the off-road pages. This gives you real-time telemetry. I can see my pitch and roll angles here, crucial on side hills. I can see exactly what the 4WD system is doing. And this, the 360-degree camera system with a dedicated front trail view. When you're cresting a steep hill and all you can see through the windshield is sky, this camera looks down the other side for you. It shows exactly where your front tires are headed, helping you avoid tire-popping rocks that are hidden by the hood. Finally, we have trail control. Think of it as off-road cruise control. You set a low speed, say 5 miles per hour, and the computer manages the throttle and braking to maintain that speed over rocks and ruts, letting you focus entirely on steering line. It makes technical terrain accessible even for novices. So how does it all come together? The 2026 Explorer Tremor is not a Raptor. It doesn't want to jump dunes at 60 miles an hour. It's not a Bronco. You won't be taking it through the Rubicon Trail. Its sweet spot is overlanded travel. It's fire roads, Forest Service trails, sandy beaches, and snowy passes. The suspension tune is brilliant. It soaks up the high-frequency chatter of gravel roads that would rattle your teeth in a stiffly sprung rock crawler. You can cover dozens of miles of dirt road at speed in total comfort. When things get steeper and looser, that Torsen rear differential is a game changer. You feel it bite. There's no drama, just clawing traction pushing you up the hill. The 2026 Ford Explorer Tremor is a masterclass in realistic capability. It acknowledges that you probably have a commute, kids, and grocery runs. It doesn't compromise its prowess as a daily driver. But when the pavement ends, it doesn't force you to turn around. It gives you the hardware, the technology, and the confidence to keep going, to find that campsite way out beyond the reach of a standard crossover. It's the ultimate enabler for the weekend adventurer. And right now, in the mid-size 3-row segment, it's almost in a class of one.